right, we're gonna go ahead and get another session of Warhammer Fantasy role-playing the Gutter Blades campaign. Unfortunately, tonight we've got, let's go ahead and get a couple quick announcements out of the way. Milk, who was playing Erica Volkheim, will no longer be with us, personal reasons. And tonight we're missing a couple of our regular cast. Rudiger and Heinrich, who are played by Rev and Darren respectively. They both have personal issues to attend to tonight, so they're unable to join us. But on a much lighter note, we do have a new player replacing Milk. Go ahead and introduce yourself for everybody.
Hello, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris. I will be playing Wilfred Steinberger, the local priest of Sigmar in this
If anyone
area.
was wondering, and if anybody's wondering, there will be some delays with Chris. He's got a little bit of internet issues, so I'm just gonna go ahead and preface that for everybody else. It's about a 5 to 6 second delay. So if there are any kind of moments of that throughout the video, we're gonna give some adequate time just so Chris can get the receive of what we're saying and give an appropriate response. All right.
Answer me right now, Chris.
I've got food in my mouth, but I'm trying to.
All right. So last that we left off, I believe that you were all in the courtroom here.
I was kicking ass. That's what happened.
You were a little bit, and you're in the courtroom. You're on trial for crimes that you did not commit.
Well,
Some evidence was being brought on
We-
someone.
we did pillage a village.
It's a disputable offense. Some evidence was being brought out in the form of an older man, an older gentleman who was a town watchman, and was found with very not undead wounds on his body. And so, let's pick it back up. It's been a long time, so give me a second to get back in the swing of things. And so, you guys are all sort of crowded, sitting around your table, and you see the old man from the village, the one who informed you the undead were there before he passed away, being brought out on a being brought out unceremoniously and not even draped over. He's coming out sort of on this like moving wooden slab. They're kind of rolling him out here, and they put him squarely in the center of the room. And Dirk Van Helheim, always your friend, stands up and sort of primps himself up and walks over to the corpse, and he looks over at the honorable judge, Captain Cogheim, and he says, "Well, Captain, I would like to, if you would indulge me, since I am an expert on wounds and medical procedures, go ahead and go over this corpse here that we recovered from the scene." And Rufus is sitting there in his chair smoking. Go on then, indulge us. So Van Helheim starts to go through and point out numerous different wounds, and over the course of it, there's several stab wounds. There's even a gunpowder wound on his lower left abdomen. He's got just all sorts of wounds that do not match up with any undead style attacks that are in sort of recorded history, where there's bites and corruption and just sort of magical types of wounds, chilled areas where a Geist might have done something. It doesn't seem to add up, and this looks pretty bad as far as evidence goes against you. And Helheim wraps up his evaluation, and he sort of gives Marguerite a little smirk, It says, and with that, we would rest our side of presenting this evidence. Mrs. de Bonneville can retort if she has anything worthwhile to say, I suppose.
Well, my first question would be where this body was found. Exactly. Please be precise.
You're not familiar with the village you destroyed? And Van Cogheim sort of, answer the question. It was found on the outskirts of Dirkelsberg.
The outskirts, you say?
Along the road. Close enough.
So let's say that a group of people happen to pass along any village, really, doesn't matter which one, and someone happens to die on the outskirts of the village. Is it instantly their fault because it happened in their vicinity? What evidence do you have that it was myself and my party who did this and not some roving band of outlaws?
Well, first of all, the two witnesses that you graciously gave to me. Second, look at his wounds. They are consistent with swords and daggers and even a gun. Why, my understanding is we'd confiscated a weapon such as that, a gunpowder weapon, an arquebus, from that gentleman there, and he points at Heinrich. And this all seems a bit convenient that you happen to be in the area when, oh, I don't know, so many villagers, hundreds perhaps, all die.
Well, swords and guns. What a surprise. I suppose we are the only people within the Empire who owns swords and guns. Also, to the dead bodies, we have already established that there was magic and foul play. From an expert witness, I may add. So do not put that on us like you tried before, Mr. von Helheim.
Who's to say that you are not working with someone who knew how to use magic? This is not
That is slander.
Certainly, this body is not consistent with magic, but even a mage has limits. A group of fighting men with blades and guns and bows. You could tear a swath through a bunch of mangy peasants, such as the ones in Dirkelsberg, just like this poor gentleman here.
I guess you're right. You are right. Well, we must hurry and find the men who did it, because I don't see them in this room.
Lando just kind of chuckles.
I mean, a man owning a sword. How dare he? I mean, what kind of man has a sword?
You said you don't see them in this room? I think I do. Any other questions that you have, Mr. Bonneville?
No, that'll be all. Thank you, Your Honor.
There. All right. Well, let me see here. Do we have anything else? No? He's like talking to people off to the side. Okay, then. Adjourned for today. Take the imprisoned, the accused, back to their cells. Get this corpse out of my courtroom. Thank you. Staggers up and walks off, the judge does, and Van Helheim's sort of gathering up papers and looks very pleased with himself as the corpse is wheeled away and you are escorted back to prison.
It's not fair.
All right. All right, Chris, we're going to bring you in. One moment.
Okay.
And I'll pass you some information here before we get this going. So you're all brought back into your cell, and you can role play a bit while I do this.
Now, did we? I forget because it's been a while, but did we see the guy who the blonde guy with the short hair? Was that the first time we saw him, or did we see him the day before?
You had seen him. You'd seen him before.
Okay.
Also, Erica was supposed to go run a task for us. Did she ever do that?
Yeah, she got her master to get evidence that there was magic,
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was magical attacks.
and I used it to slam Van Helheim.
I'm drinking a tangerine.
In prison, huh?
My basement feels like a prison. Boy, this cell sucks. Chris, I hope you're working on our escape. That was taking so long.
I've got a spoon. It may be made of plastic.
I'm just getting Chris some stuff. Chris, you can review that on Discord. Yeah, Chris, you got some stuff on Discord. You can go through the most recent message that I sent you.
Yeah, I'm reviewing it now.
All right, give me just once. I'm gonna leave the recording going. I'm just gonna run downstairs and unplug something that's gonna burn a hole through a countertop. If I don't, I forgot about it.
Left that hot plate on.
Lando, I'm quite proud that you didn't scream this time.
Yeah, well, that's not going to get us anywhere.
Look at you using your head. How cute.
Tired of your attitude, woman. You just do your job and you get us out of here.
Seems like I'm the only one here who's capable of that.
Mm-mm. ...
Dot, dot, dot.
All right, I'm back.
That was a lead-in for Chris.
Chris, you ready?
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna describe a bit for you. So you guys are sitting around the cell. I don't know, you're just talking about your situation or discussing strategy. And one of the guards leans over. Visitor coming. Mind your manners. You see this gentleman come around the corner and stand before your cell. He waves away the guards.
And he's a tall man, very bald, or at least shaven. Very kind of clean, priestly robes. Definitely a priest of Sigmar if you ever seen one. Well then, it looks like you've got yourself into a spot of trouble, it looks like.
Who are you?
I am Wilfred Steinberger. I happen to be the priest of Sigmar in these parts, and I'm on the team that was sent to investigate your claims. But I've came upon evidence that is quite contrary to what the accusations that are being laid against you.
Wait, what are you saying? The evidence shows that we're innocent?
that the team that was sent against you was tampering with the evidence to make it look like it was not in your favor.
Well, I thought that was quite obvious. It's about time someone realized.
Then get us out of here.
I will do what I can post haste, but you all need to fill your part and I will testify when time comes. In the meantime, I'll say a prayer to Sigma on your behalf. I can only do my best to articulate what your needs are for the Inquisitor.
We don't need your thoughts and prayers. We need our weapons and our freedom.
And he just holds up a single finger and he's like, "Don't blaspheme in front of me, sir. I'm here to help you."
We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here soon.
Now, I've gone
That
over...
witch hunter isn't gonna let us live.
Well, he's a witch hunter. They're a suspicious lot on the best of days. But it's people like me who keeps them in check so they do not go off the reservation, as it were. And he just kind of serenely kind of looks at everybody. Now, can you tell me in your own words how you came upon this evidence?
We were sent to that town by
Fat bastard.
which bastard?
The man who sent us was a fat, lying, cheating bastard.
Oh, that's right.
Some count or whatever. Uppity for his lot, I feel. Said he had problems with this wood camp, wolves or something. We checked, found out it was the undead. Of course, it was our duty as citizens of the Empire to rid these undead, so we followed it all the way to a town that sadly has already been sacrificed to the demons that do such things. We happened, luckily, to find the man who did it, killed him, and instead of being thanked, we were double-crossed by our contractor, and then sentenced here.
Yes.
What else do you need to know?
That seems to be approximately what I found after listening to the other investigators on the witch hunter's behalf. There's corruption afoot, and I mean to find out and that unrooted at its core.
All right, priest. Get to it then.
And he kind of nods, and he looks at everybody. There will be a price, but not one that is undue for what I will be doing for you. And then with that, he just kind of walks off.
Oh, great. Dropping that as he walks away.
Nice. And Wilfried walks away. So you're left with there was a price that to be paid that is not undue. So what does everybody do with that information?
There's a price to be paid. There's always a price to be paid. For everything in this life, there's a price to be paid.
I hope it's not gold.
Gold, services, whatever. long as we get out of here.
Sorry,
we'll pay his price.
I accidentally fumbled my words. I meant, I hope it's not my gold.
You're going to be the death of me, woman. I just hope he comes through and he does as he says. We'll pay his price.
Alright. So if there's not anything else, we'll go ahead and go to day 3 of court.
And I apologize, guys, for coming into this a little uneducated. That's my fault for not looking into this more, but I think it's kind of appropriate that he doesn't know all the ins and outs of this.
Now,
Oh, you're good, dude.
out of character question: is Erica Volkeem and her master still here, or no?
The master is Volkeem.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna call him up to the stand again. Oh, damn it, he's not
You
there.
may not need to.
I was gonna call him and ask him about the blonde guy, but he's not there now.
What blonde guy? Nobody in the courtroom that's blonde.
I know.
But yeah, there is an individual who is suspiciously not present today, although everybody else is on that end of the room. And so we're pushing forward a bit as to what happened here. You guys have been sitting through 2 testimonies. They were from some faces that Marguerite might recognize.
Oh, the people whose lives I threw away. Yeah, I remember them.
Yes, as a matter of fact, if I can find them.
Yeah, strong work, Marguerite.
Hey, it was to get back my guy, but it didn't work out in the end. So sue me.
Man, that is completely get rid of those character tokens. Jesus.
I'm going to shoot you in the boob with an arrow.
Yeah. Good luck, because my boobs are small.
Good thing I have
Marguerite's good at
sharpshooter.
Alright.
Ugh,
Yes,
these two.
the 2 peasants gave some testimonies that the transcriptor had to ask them to repeat a few times over on the side to actually write them down because, peasants and words. And Cogheim's sitting there looking bored. And, like, yes, get on with it and get them out. Like, the defense, Mrs. de Bournonville, Madam, he's like forgetting all the time. Madam de Bournonville, you'll have your chance to speak and, something about another. Hold on. Let me see what we have here next. Another witness. Oh, alright. This one will be a bit interesting. Bring out Mr. Steinberger. You have control of your token, by the way.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, Wilfred comes out and sits down. He's sworn in before Sigmar as a witness. Van Helheim comes up first. Like, Mr. Steinberger, I remember that you were a part of the team that we had. Is that correct?
That is correct, Witch Hunter.
Good, and my understanding is that you and the other members of that team that I sent to search the village uncovered some incriminating evidence against these individuals.
And kind of looks at him. We were sent to the village, that is correct. We investigated, that is also correct. However, the evidence that I found is contrary to the evidence that the rest of my team members found, as they seem to be acting out of self-interest. With my unique abilities, I've sensed the corruption in their hearts. They had no need or no interest in actually getting the correct information. They just wanted to get it over with quickly. Now, I, being a man of Sigmar, was able to tell that there was at least a lingering presence of undead there. These claims cannot be refuted from me, because I know what I'm talking about on this. I have the authority of my office.
And as you're like, it all starts off good on Dirk's face as this goes forward. Like, it's yes, we went and investigated. Yeah, we found evidence. And then the moment you say the evidence was contrary, you see his face begins that rapid descent into despair and just pure rage as you finish going through your sentence. Like and anybody who's around that can see Van Helheim just sees this like beads of sweat and just indescribable different emotions on this guy's face as Wilfried gives this testimony, because Steinberger was a witness for the was a witness on Van Helheim's side, so he thought this was going to be a slam dunk, and so he's at a loss for words right now, and he's staring you daggers, Wilfried, and he's, "No further questions for my witness." He turns around and goes and sits in his chair, and he looks just furious.
Wilfred looks like he's at complete peace, like the entire world is his oyster.
And sitting in the chair, the captain, as he's presiding as the judge, looks over at Wilfried and looks at Marguerite. And, "Mr. Bonneville, if you have any further questions, you should ask the witness."
Of course. Mr. Steinberg, is that correct?
Steinberger, but it's a common misconception to call me Steinberg.
Steinberger. Sorry, I am an outsider to these lands. Sometimes the pronunciation is difficult. You said that you had the authority of your office. Could you elaborate on that, please?
Why, of course. I'm a priest of the Sigmar belief. I have
And he lists off his, all the rights he's gone under. He's not the equivalent of an anointed priest, but he's definitely a priest of Sigmar and whatnot.
Seems you have quite the responsibilities.
Well, it's not a responsibility when you enjoy your job.
Now, you referred to contrary evidence, or contradicting, to what the other men who were sent with you to investigate the village found. How is this evidence contradicting all the other ones that we've seen so far?
Well, it's contradicting in that the fact that the evidence he's presented is not really much of evidence at all. It's all drummed up. It's just whatever they felt like saying at the moment. It's with any man with eyes, seems to me at least, that you could have seen the corruption it's about. It's hard to falsify evidence on this degree, but I guess negligence on a job can't cause such things to happen.
Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you for your time, priest.
Of course.
Lando's sitting there, balling his fists up. He's just squirming in his seat.
Alright, and the captain's sitting there in his chair and sees Madame de Bourneville turn back around, and he's looking around. "Well, there was meant to be 4 days of trial." And he's just, the whole time that Steinberger's been on the state's been getting like people running back and forth, bringing him papers. He's getting tired of it. He's looking back and forth. And he'll read some papers, and I also go wide, and he's reading. "There were meant to be 4 days, of this trial, with a determination at the end of the 4th day. However, based on information not only that Mr. Steinberger has submitted today in open forum, but through correspondence from his office and from the Church of Sigmar, I believe that I am ready to make a determination of guilt in this case.
Guilt?
No, he's not calling you guilty yet.
I love
He
Warhammer.
stands up and he's got a little hammer in his hand. I have the power vested in me by the Emperor, the Church of Sigmar, and our holiest of laws. I find the defendants, he looks over all of you, to be not guilty of the crime of pillaging, not guilty of the crime of raiding, or murder. However, on the crimes of looting, I do find you guilty. And I do assign you a penalty to be paid. A penalty to be paid to the state and the church to the amount of 35% of the value of the items that were stolen.
Oh.
And he bangs his gavel. My ruling is final. That is all. The prisoners will be released. They will be returned to their things. And they will be given leave to go wherever they please, so long as they pay their fines and dues within 5 days of this court's adjournment.
Your Honor, are all people and witnesses who are currently detained and related to this case to be freed?
That would depend on the capacity of their guilt or involvement. You can speak with a court-appointed attendant or something, and they'll explain it to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. All right, clear out of the church. Court is adjourned. Get out. Service is not till tomorrow. Stands up and shuffles off, nods over to the defendants, and sort of shoots the daggers at Helheim, but shuffles off. Helheim's furious. The moment they're not guilty counting, he flipped the table on his side and just had some other people picking up papers, and he's just in disbelief that this has gone so poorly for him.
Lando stands up. He's all, "You'll let us go now. Give us our things and let us out of here."
And a bunch of some other guards start coming up and getting you out of shackles, and anybody who's present here in the courtroom, they're unshackled, and one of the guards he's like, the rest of your men will be released and brought up from the dungeons. You can reconvene with them out in the court, and we can reconvene with them out in front of the church. They've been instructed on where to go.
Good.
Let's get our people and go.
So your things are brought to you as you're getting ready to exit the church. There's a couple of court attendants, and so you all have your weapons and accoutrements back. One of the court attendants is standing there with sort of a ledger and going through things, sort of counting up the value of the items that were named in the report for the village. He's standing over them, sort of going through it, as they're being, sort of piece by piece loaded back up onto a cart outside, which is your cart. Wilfried, you see them. You may approach them at this time.
Yeah, as everybody's kind of milling about, leaving. Doesn't even look at the Inquisitor. He's kind of holding his hands before him, just walking, serenely towards them.
Well, that seemed to go about as expected.
Well, priest, we owe you for getting us out of there. We owe you for your honesty. Whatever you need, if any way we can help, we're here to help you.
Whatever you need, within reason, of course.
I would not ask for anything that is too extravagant. No. Unfortunately, my superiors have, well, fortunately for me actually, my superiors have instructed me to stay alongside you for the time being, as it's within the interest of the church that should you come across any more undead devils, that I will take care of them post-haste. That is not my demand, that is simply a request from the church.
Do you want us to drag a priest around?
Oh, I don't think you'll have to drag me along, sir. You'll find me quite competent at what I do, which brings me to my next point, my demand. As I'm requested to join you, I lack the proper fundage, as the Church of Sigmar is currently fighting several fronts, to be properly equipped and provisioned for this journey of whichever you plan to undertake. In doing so, I have these simple demands, or these simple requests,
And he hands a paper. I don't know if any of you guys can actually read.
Marguerite can read.
Yeah, I
Lando
can
might
read.
be able to read.
I got good reading, boy.
I
It's
think Lando can read.
it's real, like, the first set of stuff is real basic. It's just like travel supplies and traveling clothes. No financial demands at all, with the exception of decent armor, meaning like something along the lines of chainmail, and the most, if you want to call it the most ridiculous request on it, would also be he wants a legitimate warhammer.
Give me your shit.
Now, how many people are like out front? Like, is it everybody?
It's all your guys.
Even
Anybody who isn't in your, who wasn't in the courtroom but's a part of your company is out there. Obviously, we expect Volkheim, but you don't see Eamon.
What? God damn it!
No, you don't see Eamon.
Can I speak to the attendant who's there?
AFK 1 second.
Which one? There's a couple of them.
Whichever one's the most richly dressed and the most has their nose the highest in the air.
That's definitely the one who's taking down the value of your items.
So I'll speak to him. My good sir, it appears that one of our members has not been released. Must be some sort of clerical error. We see our friend again.
Clerical error? I don't make clerical errors.
It wasn't you, of course, but some new.
He's going through his nose. He's counting up the heads outside and going off back and forth. Counting you, and this is who we have on file for the Gutter Blades.
But there is one named Eamon. He is a gutter blade and on our payroll.
He sort of looks squint-eyed. Eamon? I'm looking through. No, that name is not on this list. I'm taking orders from a gentleman named Eamon.
What does he look like?
A bit scraggly for a apprentice witch hunter, I think.
Oh, piece of shit.
But of course you didn't hear me say that.
Of course. It was but the wind speaking.
Marguerite, leave that brigand be.
Oh, I will. Well, maybe I won't leave him breathing, but other than that, I will leave him be.
We have more important things to
Madam,
attend
did I
to.
hear you say you were going to kill a witch hunter?
No, I simply meant that I was going to yell at him so much that he won't have time to breathe it in and take it in.
He sort of gives you that one-eye look like, he's like,
You do
must
not.
have been the wind.
You do not cross a Bretonian. That is all I will tell you.
Shakes his head. He goes back to counting up your
I go over to Tybalt and tell him that I just became a witch hunter, and then I just pout the rest of the day.
Tybalt scratches his
What?
chin and considers.
What's the total? What do we owe?
Oh, let's take a look at your stuff.
Yeah, we didn't get to sell off all of our ill-gotten gains.
You did not.
No, but I took one
Did-
already.
Did we actually get the money from the contract?
You did.
Like, did we put it in the bookkeeping?
Ooh, I think Lando has it. As far as
Yeah, I don't think it's actually, because I'm looking at it. I don't think it's actually in the
take a look at the bookkeep.
in the company.
No, I hadn't been putting
Oh.
that into that. I think Lando had always been holding on to.
Oh, okay. So Lando, do you have it?
What specifically?
Gold
Money from the contract, because I want to make sure that we didn't
Oh.
accidentally forget it.
Oh no, I have.
It was 18 gold because that bastard cut me down in half. Well, cut the price down in half.
Oh, the 18 gold. I did not get that.
Yeah, so it's 18 gold.
Okay.
Did Marguerite have it?
No, I gave it straight to Lando. You
Okay,
would
I
stab me
did.
if you found out I had it.
Because my gold total is still what it was after the original job.
Yeah, I have 3 gold. I'm sure I don't have it.
Because we've done two jobs, right?
We
Yeah,
did
the
2
original-
jobs and we sold loot once.
Yep.
Yeah. So I definitely did not add the 18 gold for a while.
Well, after outfitting our newest member who helped us, I think it would be a good idea to file. I'm not a fan of staying around while a vengeful witch hunter finds ways to make us disappear.
I want to pay a visit to the man who cheated us.
Oh, that would be quite delightful, wouldn't it? But remember that he is a noble, so
He owes us, gonna pay us the money that we deserve for the job we did.
Lando, one victory at a time. We just escaped a death sentence, and now you want to try and fight a nobleman. Those are the gutter blades.
Wilfred kind of looks at Lando and he's like, "You look like you've got much anger in your heart. Would you like to confess? It does enlighten you."
Listen, priest, you can follow us and you can be a part of this group. Your supervisors, your bosses, your masters, they want you with us. That's fine. But don't talk to me about your religion.
And he just smiles, like nothing's going on, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't have to. The religion will speak to you. Again, it's quite enlightening."
Oh, you fellows are gonna take quite the hit after counting this up.
God dang it.
So, based on everything taken from the town, you're looking at a total gold before the penalty of roughly 105 gold crowns.
Oh, nice.
That's including the longbow. Now, after penalty, because we're going to do 105 times point
0.35, you know.
35.
Actually, 0.65 would get us faster, but okay.
Yeah, it's true. You're going to have 68.25.
Oh my god, that's
If
enough.
selling everything from Dirkelsburg,
That's enough for an engraver's kit.
and that is all the hand weapons and all the. But that also includes the longbow. But I guess you're going to keep the longbow, so anything else is just gravy. So the longbow, you'll probably have like 15 less or so.
So what do we owe?
So 105 minus 68.25. You're looking at about 31 gold crowns.
Ah, darn.
Well, we can sell all of this and then we can just pay off the fine. And then we can go collect what's owed to us.
Are we really gonna do that, Lando?
He robbed us. Are we really gonna let him get away with that?
Probably, yes.
Are you crazy?
I've dealt with noblemen my whole life. Trust me, it's better for them to think we're weak. Then, when we have sufficient power and influence, rip off their heads slowly. Let us be like dwarves and just put them in our book of grudges.
So he robs us.
For
Cheats
now.
us.
And Wilfred,
And then
sorry.
he tells his friends that it's okay to do that. And they tell their friends that it's okay to do that. And it just goes on. And we don't get an honest day's pay from any of them.
Well, you are the captain, so it is your choice.
Wilfred just kind of speaks up and he's like, Book of Sigmar, page 79, chapter 1, verse 7, says, "The man who waits for his opportunity will get the greatest reward of all, for Sigmar sees after his children."
Well, I'm no longer in prison. So now's the right opportunity.
You are just a repeat offender, aren't you?
Oh, that's good stuff.
So can we just sell our things? I mean, we're in Altdorf, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
So we'll sell.
Wait, do I get to do my haggle modifier to see if we sell for more or no?
Oh, sure, you can try.
Okay.
Wait, and that's selling what though? That's
All the loot except for the longbow, right?
Yep.
everything.
Everything from Dirkelsburg, anything marked Dirkelsburg in your equipment. So
Okay, so
Wait, what about Dracoon stuff?
that doesn't count. That's
Oh.
separate.
We could sell that for more
Came
stuff.
from one of your people.
Oh wait, is a Great Maul considered a Warhammer?
It is.
We can give that to to this new guy.
Yeah. Well, let's start there. And he also needs armor, he said, right?
Chainmail, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We have
You have a mail shirt.
we have a male vest. Well, we could start there with a male vest and a great maul, so a hammer.
Sounds good.
So, and then we can sell, sheesh, I guess, everything else.
Basically, yeah, unless someone really wants it.
So if you're gonna sell all the rest of that, you're gonna make way more than 105.
Yeah.
Good.
You're probably looking at like 140 or 50.
Unless I completely own this role, and then maybe more.
And I'll give you probably 180.
So,
How much increases the value by?
It really is. 1 second.
so first things we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of all this gear. We're gonna pay off this fine, and then we'll decide from there
Oh no!
what we're gonna do next.
About 150.
So we're gonna keep the Great Mall.
Okay.
We're going to keep the male vest.
And everything else goes, right?
Well, and he can wear. Do you have anything? Chris? Does your character have anything?
Just the starting equipment, basically.
Like armor, though. Do you have any armor?
No.
Armor.
So give him the leather stuff.
The leather stuff too, then.
So it's gonna be less than whatever we were gonna sell for.
So the male vest, and then.
Right there, this leather cap, leather vest, leather arm guards.
Well, yeah, there's a whole body set. Yeah.
Well, no, there's no leg stuff, right?
Oh, is there not?
He's gonna be like Captain America. Go for his legs.
Oh yeah, there's no leg stuff. Okay. Oh no, those are arm guards. Okay. So, leather, everything with a male vest and the maul. We'll remove out of our plunder stuff. Go ahead and add that to your items, Chris.
It's a great mall of poor quality.
Yeah, it is a -5 penalty to weapon skill, but it is great.
To start though.
Yeah, he kind of looks at it disappointedly, but shrugs and just says something about Sigmar will provide for him, and then, that's about it.
There's also a male coif too.
Well, there's a male vest, coif, and shirt. What's the difference between those three?
So a male coif is a headpiece. A vest, I believe, is going to protect arms.
Take the vest, man. Take the vest and the coif. If you want to go tankish.
I want to be sure that this is the case.
Well, the male vest and the leather coif, you said?
No, it's a male.
Coif.
Oh.
So male shirt is just body. Male is...
And then...
I guess that would be the equivalent of a male coat. No, sleeved. So a male vest is a sleeved male shirt, I think is what I meant to mark it as. So that would be body and arms.
Yeah, do that. And the coif and the maul.
Yeah, I've underestimated the amount of money you're going to make. I need to recalculate. I'm looking at the prices for armor now, and it's out of this fucking world.
Oh wait, Lando, Marguerite is going to ask you for 50 gold coins.
So I got to recalculate here, because of the armor being sold as well. We're looking at closer to 225 before penalty.
Yes.
So we're looking at like 194 gold crowns after you pay your dues.
Pillaging is good business.
It is.
Yeah.
Until you repeat it.
Should do it more often.
Forever. Speaking of which, So I'll just go ahead and get rid of. If you've got this in your profile already, Chris, for your weapons and stuff, I'll go ahead and just blank sheet the plunder report. So we're starting.
Yeah.
correct?
So just before
Yeah.
So are we in the market?
So
Are we in the market right now?
sorry. So just to confirm, I've got a male vest and a male coif, and then the Great Maul, and that's all the armor I have for right now.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and apply your mail vest to arms as well, just because that's where it's supposed to. Hold on, I'll fix that. All right, and you're wearing medium, so this is gonna impose a -10 on agility test because you're wearing medium armor, but you are gonna have an additional 2 armor points on all those areas. Great Maul. Oh, the hammer. You give the impact and slow to the hammer hand weapon. That's not correct, but impact and slow for the Great Maul is correct. And I think. Alright, I think you're good to go, Chris,
Sweet.
as far as all the equipment goes. Alright, so go ahead and clear that sheet.
Ah, there goes all our gear. We walk around town selling everything, going from stall to stall to building.
Marguerite is going to loan of 50 gold coins.
Well, let's total it up first and let's see what we have here.
Alright, because if I become a fence, I can sell our stuff on the black markets for more and find more shady shit to buy.
One day I will have plate.
The day for you to get paid, Marguerite, is coming soon. But it is not this day.
Oh, come on, man. I literally can't spend my experience on anything right now. I have 100 experience and I can't spend it.
You have 100 experience and you can't spend it?
Yeah, because the burger doesn't give you a lot to spend on. So, like, a lot of places to upgrade. So, until I go to fence, I can't, like, do anything with my experience.
Oh, wow. So, we go from shop to shop, storefront to storefront, spending the day. I'm assuming you guys are trying to talk me out of going back after the nobleman,
Yeah, pretty much.
but he owes us money.
I fell out for a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that you guys can role play out a bit in the market, and if you want to look up the cost of, you ever trying to buy an engraver's kit, Marguerite?
It's 50.
50? Okay. Are you gonna haggle that?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay. Wow, attitude.
She is attitude
much attitude.
incarnate. Just a straight haggle.
Yes. Gonna be opposed. Oh, you banged on him. Is that the most recent one? Yeah. So you get it for 10 less.
Can I please get it, Lando?
Well, you did do a good job back there, standing up for us to make sure we didn't get thrown into that prison for years and rot. Very well.
Thank you, Lando. For the first time, I think I might not actually hate you.
Your pay is included in this.
Who?
So So did you figure out what our total is so I can add that minus 40 now for her?
How much you had after your penalties, or
Yeah.
194?
194.
Yeah,
Blam.
194.
So 154, giving her 40.
Mhm.
So I will add 154 to our group total. And I will not say what that is because I don't trust Marguerite. Hear that, Marguerite? I don't trust you. And I'm making a note.
But with this, I will not only be able to sell things in the black market, but we'll get a foot in the criminal world. And who knows what good jobs we can find down there.
And Wilfried just kind of shakes his head. Yes, I believe that I am in the right place right now. This is where Sigmar needs me. To help these poor lost souls.
You'll be going places that no priest has gone before.
Out of character, there's some pretty nasty places that priests in this game or this universe have gone.
Yeah, but Marguerite doesn't know that.
Looks like we lost Ghost. Did he drop?
Oh no!
Snake! Snake!
He's still in Discord. He dropped out of Roll20.
Alright, I'm back again. Internet giving me some trouble here with the internet. I need to check and make sure my dogs aren't misbehaving, so go ahead and take a quick 5-minute bio break, everybody.
Oh. So.
Oh, just put it in lines.
Yeah, quick 5 minutes.
Can you tavern?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Can you throw us in the tavern?
Throw you in the tavern? Sure. Let me fix up the scene. I'm gonna go make sure these dogs are behaving. Oh, look, all these guards.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's gone. Where's my buddy? Where's the new friend?
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, Chris, just so if you don't know beforehand, so me and Lando,
Way back.
there's kind of like a civil war thing going on between us, and I am gaining followers who secretly is them.
Air quote secretly.
Context. I mean, she was pretty when he became captain instead of her.
Well,
so you should totally go Team Maggie.
I'm pretty sure you just got your Switzerland.
Good.
I mean, out of character, I intend to roleplay him as much as possible, but he's going to be very non-committal on when it comes to arguments and stuff like that.
Yeah, Lando doesn't trust Marguerite very much. You know, she's
and vice versa.
No, it's not vice versa. It's not that you don't trust me, it's that you don't respect Lando.
Yeah, I do trust you, I just don't respect you.
See, Lando doesn't trust
Cause you a dumb.
So are the other players like taking sides on who they're loyal to?
Well, she got a couple of the NPCs to turn to her side.
Yeah. Heinrich is also Switzerland. I know that Rev said that if it came to blows, he would support Lando. And why the fuck is Gottfried still here? We said the last time we'd see him, we beat the ever-loving shit out of him for riding us out. Remember?
Yeah.
Is he actually there?
No.
Damn it. Love to see him bloodied.
No, he doesn't deserve to be here.
Maybe he did. Maybe he thought that we weren't gonna get out and is just drinking here because this is where all his stuff is.
He's just hanging out drinking.
And we did. We walk in and he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, this is better. Being in here instead of that courthouse makes more sense.
I'm gonna be that priest who's all nice, but it's gonna have like this long rap record just because of guilty by association.
Well, to kind of catch you up a little bit too, we've come across a mutant that we captured. That's kind of what got us into this predicament in the first place, Marguerite.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Marguerite had one of her NPC turn.
The guy who came in and switch on her, Eamon.
Anyhow, tried disposing of the mutant and got spotted, and that led the witch hunter here, and that's why we've been taking all this heat from that witch hunter ever since then, because of Marguerite's man. I still say we don't allow that quote unquote noble to rip us off like that.
All right. So let's see here. There. Okay, cool.
Yay, nay.
Well, you are the head. I mean, it is up to you in the end.
Well, and
I mean, what other jobs do we have lined up right now?
all I can say is Wilfried's not gonna add his input one way or another. He's just gonna kind of let you guys steer things. I mean, at least at first, he doesn't know you guys, so he's just trying to figure out what his role is going to be best used in all this. I mean, I physically want to involve myself, but obviously, you know, with a character like this, I can't just jump into things and say, "Oh, let's go do something criminal."
Yeah, he's new.
Just so you know, Chris, Marguerite's plan is my plan for Marguerite is that she ends up becoming a crime lord in the long run.
I'm just going for high priest.
Cool.
But you know,
Can't you...
Go ahead.
No, I was just stuttering like an idiot.
Lando's just living for the next job and the next tankard.
Well,
Like the next grunt.
I mean, that's not like my Wilfried's actual goal is to be like join one of the Reichland armies and move, you know, be a battle priest for them. But you know, gotta start off small.
All right. So you're all here in the tavern. I'm guessing you're just thinking about your next move.
Yeah. What does anyone remember? What was it that we were considering or planning or going to be doing the last time we were here at the tavern before we got arrested. What was it we were working on?
We
You're cutting out.
Oh yeah, what
Don't
didn't you
everybody all jump up at once.
get something out of the guy the footman?
I
The
remember,
footpad?
but I'll see if anybody else can.
Got something out of what?
The footpad.
Okay.
Remind us, Ghost.
So, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, well, I think one of the things you were considering was going back to that graveyard. If I remember, very, very thrifty thinking from Marguerite was that, okay, if the necromancer is indeed dead, then all those undead would be dead.
They would be gone back to sleep.
Yep.
That's true.
And I believe that Marguerite's thinking was, hey, let's go there and take all that shit. So go from looting to grave robbing.
Let's do it.
You guys are welcome to do that.
We need to ensure that. That's right. I forgot about that. We need to ensure that those guys have returned to their slumber. Otherwise, he's just going to keep sending out waves of undead that are just going to keep hitting all these small villages and areas.
That's perfect, man.
Let them hit all these small villages
No.
and then keep looting them.
No, see, every time there's an undead attack, people will pay us, we'll kill the undead, and then there's another undead attack. People will pay us, and we'll kill those undead.
People stop
Money,
paying
money.
us when it's obvious that we're not very good at our job and there's more undead attacks.
That's pretty good.
I think we should at least head out there to see if they're still around or not.
If you guys would like to do that, you are more than welcome to. Let me go ahead and...
Yeah, it's a quick trip.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we need to at least head out and make sure that the job is complete and that those undead bastards have gone back to their slumber. What say you, Marguerite? This was your idea.
I say let's do it.
Very well. I don't plan on battling. Why don't you two stay here with our things and the other men? Make sure our rooms stay ready and available for us. And he points to Heinrich and what's his name?
Rudiger.
Rudiger.
All right, so who exactly are you taking?
I say let's bring the priest. He makes us more official.
Well, we are going to a graveyard. I guess there's no better place for the priest.
I'll bring Tybalt. That fat bastard's already used to him, and it wouldn't be a party.
It's my
Very well.
responsibility to make sure that there's no undead around.
True.
Very well, then. Let's be off. So yeah, it's going to be basically just this small group.
So it's going to be you,
Marguerite, the priest, and Marguerite's man,
Tybalt.
Tybalt.
all right.
And of course, we're going to wait till we get there at nightfall because that's when I guess the undead are out doing their thing if they're going to be out.
Do you plan to arrive at nightfall then?
Say dusk.
Dusk? Okay.
How romantic.
All right. You set out, planning to arrive at dusk. This graveyard. And so you begin to the path is familiar. You follow this path, and you sifting through, and you begin to see bones, sort of like laid out, arrayed, and shattered, and sort of just like spaced out in front of the gates.
This was not here before.
And as you approach the cemetery, you see that it is presently occupied.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And before you, as you're about to move forward, you see.
Do we not bring any under gutter blades?
What's that?
Do we not bring any
Four
under gutter blades?
people.
Oh god.
Check the tape. No, you said 4 people. So you head down here and you see a group of ragged-looking men sort of sifting through a bunch of piles of bones and some rather rancid carcasses and going through open graves.
Okay. So Lando kind of just yells out, "Hello!
And
Oi!"
upon hearing you, they all sort of like stop and look in your direction. You see a couple of them going to their hilts, and one guy towards the back. He looks a bit more prim and proper than the rest of them. He sort of stands up from where he was sifting through a rather large pile of bones and with impressive armor. Not him, the pile of bones has impressive armor. He stands up and says, "Oh, good day. What happens to bring you out to this neck of the woods?"
Well, there was a large group of undead here that we actually went through the trouble of sending back to their graves, sending them back into their slumber. We've come out to make sure that their things were taken care of properly. What are you doing out here?
Undead, huh? He looks around. Well, if these fellows were undead, then I suppose we've come to do much the same. He sort of hefts a very dusty-looking sword that looks like he's pulled it from that pile behind him.
Well,
Pretty nice fineries. Think I'll keep it.
Well, I think you might be taking things that belong to us here.
And he sort of stiffens up, and some of the guys that are near him start to fan out. And huh? You think so, huh?
Well, I just told you what we were doing here and why we were here.
And he looks around. You see he's like going from left to right. It's like, well, I don't know. I must admit I'm not very good at math, but I count 6 men over here with me, including myself, and I count 4 over there with you.
And at that moment, he pipes up. He's like, "There's always 5 when you've got Sigmar with you."
Oh, well, I think Sigmar's with me too, so it must be 7 to 5 then. And a bunch of other guys around him start giggling and chuckling at that.
Okay.
Well, we are just 5 right now, but we went on ahead while other men who were, well, slightly weary from killing that whole village of undead. They're right behind us, highly skilled and quite pissed off.
Alright. I think you're gonna have to roll me a deceive here. It's gonna be opposed.
Deceive?
Yeah, you're lying about there being more guys.
What's that? What
Let's see. Is there?
There's fellowship, there's
Oh,
charm.
I keep getting things mixed up. Yeah, in lieu of that, just
Blather.
roll me a straight.
Blather.
Blather? No, not blather.
No.
Blather would be talking just
Non-stop.
nonsense to distract. Roll me a straight fellowship. And he'll try to perceive.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We
Oh,
we got 500 men back there.
thanks.
And he hears you say, it's like, oh, really? Sort of peeks over. Well, yeah, I think you're lying to me, but even if you're not, I think we could handle the four of you in just enough time. We'd go ahead and be on our merry way.
What kind of man threatens another with death and doesn't even tell them their name?
I
I
don't
was
care
gonna
about
tell
your
you, but
name,
hey.
sir. Drop the things. Leave what belongs to us alone. Walk away, and we'll let you live.
Does Tybalt recognize any of these bandits?
He can roll a perception, I guess,
Okay.
and I'll do that. And you have access to his sheet, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You can go ahead and do that. And while he's trying to figure out if he knows any of these guys, and the guy looks at you and says, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, no.
It's like, why don't you go ahead and make me drop these things, tough guy?
This is your last warning. Drop those things and walk away, and we'll let you live.
I've had a long day. Tybalt, please shoot this man in the face.
He can certainly try. We're rolling initiative, so we'll see if he.
Okay. He doesn't get like well, okay.
I mean, they're
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they started fantasy said this shit was yours. So we're gonna go ahead and roll up initiative here. Get some appropriate music.
Sorry, I forgot to bring out my token.
Where is the shit? There it is. Alright, everybody go ahead. Oh, here we go. Wow, Marguerite's fucking on it.
That's
Yeah.
That's
I
Tybalt.
told you she had a long day. She's pissed off. Just found out Eamon betrayed her. She is not in the mood.
Where? I need to organize this shit better. There we go. You've got Tybalt's rolls.
Yeah, it's 55.
Alright. I just mean after that. You got him, you got control of him, you can decide what you want to do.
Oh, so I'm first then?
Oh, it depends on how this goes.
Okay.
You all forget to click on your tokens. No. I'll go ahead and add you to initiative. Add turn.
I don't. I clicked on my token. I don't have the initiative macro.
Oh, it's in your sheet. Yeah.
Oh, so click on the token and then click on the sheet initiative.
I don't know that you have to click on the token. I think you just initiative off the sheet.
Well, I think if you click on the token, it puts it automatically in the order.
Oh, okay.
I can sort it out. That's fine. It's not that. There's not that many people who rolled. So.
There you go.
That's the higher agility between you and Lando, Marguerite. Figure that out amongst yourselves.
I have one of 36.
What are we looking at? Agility?
Yep.
That is, where is that? Agility, I have 37.
So you go first. You go before Marguerite does. And Wilfried is slow.
He's got all that armor.
What Tybalt gonna do? You're first.
Shoot him in the face.
Do it. Do it.
He's gonna do a half a name, right?
Sure.
Which is plus 10.
Yep. They have sharpshooter. I think it's plus 20.
That's right.
Check that.
This game is very
Yeah,
similar.
He
to-
does have.
Plus 20.
Sorry.
He's just better.
We determined you cannot dodge ballistics, so go ahead and roll me low. Damage. You flip damage you flip that for locations. Location 67. That would be a leg.
That is lucky.
Let's see. He's got full armor, one all over, and so you tell Tybalt to shoot this man, and he certainly does. He
Tybalt is a beast.
7 wounds, shoots him through his 72. It's a target, it's a resistance 76. That would be his left leg, I think. So this arrow, he just flies over and smashes through his thigh. Like, damn it!
Who were you firing at?
Dashing Danwar, or whatever his name is. The guy.
Oh, that's
Whose name
right.
you don't know.
Dashing Danwar.
And he's like staggers back. He's like, kill him! And they all start to do their thing. So a couple of them draw steel, and other ones draw bows. And because they drew, that's going to be their initial action. But this is a 2-unit. Ooh, take note. This is. Oh, I think it's 2 units normally, isn't it, for movement?
Yeah, it is.
So this guy's gonna move up and get in Tybalt's face.
I'm actually
He's gonna do the
surprisingly
same
fast.
here. What was that?
So I'm surprisingly fast. I'm fleet-footed.
You are. This guy's gonna come over here.
Took first place in the Sigma 5K.
The next guy who just drew his bow is gonna take a shot at Marguerite. It's his friends up in the other guy's face. He cannot aim because he drew. Miss. Other one's gonna take a shot at Marguerite as well.
He's just so attractive, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're lucky. Lando.
Mermidia is with me.
This guy's up in your face.
I hate it when you're up in my face. I need a little breathing room. So I reach around my belt and I grab my net and whip it out from behind me over my head and toss it at him.
Roll your net, because you can net this man.
Ah.
He sort of sees you going for your belt weird, and for a moment he's thinking it might be like a pistol or something. You think as he's looking at it, like he's getting wide, everything sees a net goes over his head and lands behind him.
God damn it.
Margie.
How many units do you need for a charge?
Let's take a look. You need at least 4 yards, which is 2 squares.
Does this work? Oh no.
It needs to be in a straight line.
Okay, so
You could step back one and then run forward. No, I don't know. No, you couldn't do that. You could.
So half. So that's moving's a half action. So I'm just gonna take a standard attack then, because that's all I can do on
Plus 10 for ganging up.
this guy. Yeah.
Oh, starting off good. You swing, but he came up in a ready stand. He's ready to go, so he sees it and he kind of like turns his body out of the way. Danwar, in great pain from that. So let's see. Evens or Marguerite, odds or stall. Odds or stall.
Oh,
Oh no, that's more from me being shot, not shot, than you actually being shot.
Just enough charge.
goddamn him.
Do I get an attack on him or no?
No, he's just
Okay.
going right there. He's it's if whether it's adrenaline or maybe the arrow's not as deep as you thought. He's got his blade out and he sprints forward. Says, "Oh, you want your things, huh? Here, you can have the sword." And he just tries to swing at you. Gonna get a plus 20 because you're getting. No, you're not getting tag team because Marguerite's there. So it's plus 10 from him charging.
Ooh.
All right, Wilfried.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
And I'm gonna charge in over here, because that should be 3 squares by my estimate, by my movement.
It is.
So I should be able to come up on him and be up in his grill and suffer no untoward penalties.
That's correct.
And plus 10 you said from charging?
Plus 10 from charging. Ooh. Everybody's coming so close today.
What is the penalty for shooting in melee?
Mine's 20.
Okay, so
He
Tybalt
wouldn't
was
get
gonna,
his ganging up either. Just
yeah,
because
Tybalt was gonna put away his weapon and pick up his sword. Put away his.
Alright, that'd be his turn.
Mhm.
Banditos. These guys in the back here are gonna start moving up because they don't have any good shots. They're gonna drop their bows, get their swords out, so they're done. This guy sees a nice little opportunity. He's gonna try to come in the side of Lando and give him a nice what for.
Is that ganged up?
That is. That's a good question. No, I don't think so. Well, where's his charge? Nope. The bandit lined up with you and Tybalt. You're gonna be evens. Tybalt's gonna be odds. And this guy's got a great weapon.
So you can't parry?
Oh, he can parry. He can. I'm just saying, great because great weapons can be really scary. Because these got impact, so this could hurt. And he's gonna aim, so he will not have a parry for next round, but he's gonna aim and attack you.
Whoosh.
I see it coming in and I dodge out of the way.
What?
That was that Marguerite.
I dodge out of the way, you fool.
Oh, I thought it was attacking me.
Oh no, this guy in front of you has a normal sword. The band. He's gonna. So it's the evens for Lando's even. Wilfried's odd. He's going after Wilfried with his sword. And he'll aim and attack as well. At the attempt, you didn't go into a parrying stance. You cannot parry. If you have dodge below, you can do that.
I don't think I do.
You don't have it trained. You're just gonna have to eat this then. I think you tank that.
I probably do.
Oh, let's see.
What's your toughness bonus?
To the arm, he's got. You take 2 wounds.
Okay.
That's your red there on your token. So you come up and charge, and this guy, after you swing your maul, he sort of catches you with a wounding strike across your arm, just like sort of cuts it open on your forearm. It's not pretty, but it's not life-threatening. Lando.
So,
The system's very similar to Dark Heresy.
It is.
Lando.
Dodge range attacks.
You try to net him again? Maybe you should net Dashing Danwar.
My net is behind this guy here.
Oh.
It flew over his head.
Can you disengage or anything like that?
I take 3 opportunity attacks.
No.
Do you have the skill disengage? I mean, disengage is a full action, and you don't get any attacks of opportunity. It's a move.
Oh, can you just do that?
Yeah, you can take it would take your full turn, but yeah, you could disengage.
How many squares is it that you move?
It looks like you could move just your normal move.
So that'd be pretty good for you.
So I'm gonna spend my move disengaging.
So you move 4.
You can move up to 4 spaces.
Yep.
No, you'd have to move backwards because you'd be disengaging into. Yeah.
So I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You can move like behind Wilfried. Yep.
Okay.
Marguerite.
I'm going to aim attack Dashing Danwar.
Go ahead. Uh-oh. Well, he charged, so he doesn't got a parry, so go ahead. Roll your damage.
Oof.
You stab at him with your... Oh, you rolled weapons. Make sure you're rolling your attack from your...
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. So you stab at him with the rapier, and it sort of like presses against his leather jerkin armor, and he's... What you got there? Is that a toothpick? And he just sort of swats it away. He comes back, he's like, "Hey, lady, I'll show you a real blade." He's just gonna do a aimed attack at you.
Too fast for you, fool.
Man, that's fucking... Everybody's got wiffle ball bats or something. Wilfred.
Alright, so... What do I have to do in order to maintain the ability to parry?
Spend, I believe it's a half action going into defensive stance.
Does that have a...
No, not a defensive stance.
What skill is parry based on?
Weapon skill.
Okay.
So weapon skill. What you would do is a parrying stance.
Uh-huh.
What was that, Chris?
No, go ahead.
So There's an advanced maneuver called parrying stance, costs a half action, and you're ready to parry an incoming blow. And so you can try to parry one successful melee attack against you as long as you're aware of the attack.
All right, and can I still attack if I do that as a half action?
Yep.
All right, yeah.
You just won't get any bonuses to your attack because you're not aiming.
Yep.
Well, I'm about to be 3-on-1, so I'm not going to really have much of a choice. So I'm going to go after Mr. Cocky here.
Do it.
Do it. Smash his head in.
I miss. Wait, no, I hit.
Priest!
Oh,
Smash his
shit.
head in!
Ooh la la.
Okay, go ahead. He can't parry. He decided to aim, so go ahead and roll your damage from that. It's going to give you the impact, too, so we'll see which one you get. 10.
Nice.
Oof.
Didn't he already take damage to that leg?
Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, he did. So you're swinging around, and he's trying to block a parry, and you swing, and you not only do you smash his left leg with your maul, but you also drive the arrow deeper into his thigh as you do so. God, you son of a bitch! He's staggering around now. He's in horrible pain. Tybalt.
Now, what does all-out attack do again? That's plus 20, but
Plus 20, but you... I think you... Let's see. All-out attack? You cannot parry or dodge.
yeah. Well, I'm just going to do.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I love it. You see Tybalt just trying to go in on this bandit, just swinging all over the place, and the bandit's just keeping step with him, step by step. He's gonna try to return the favor and do a precise, just aim, like stab right at Tybalt.
No, do it at me.
We can roll it. Sure. D6, your evens. So he decides he's gonna stab the lady instead.
She jumped in front of him.
She can be brave at times.
These bandits in the back here are gonna move up.
Oh, Chris, just so you don't know, I'm trying to educate this man, this poor man.
As in manipulate.
Oh, yeah.
Bandit on Wilfred is gonna try to do an aimed attack on you. Not gonna get a bonus for this one because Marguerite's blocking his assistance right now. But he's gonna aim. Nope. And this other one's gonna move in and just do a standard attack. He is gonna get a bonus for surround because the bandit there is not tied up. So it would be the same as if he aimed. And he still missed.
World Star's priest.
What's the one that lets you take your total attacks equal to the number of attacks you have?
Ooh. I believe.
Swift, right?
I believe it's Swift attack. Let me take a look here. You do have two, don't you? You have the free action. Oh, baby.
And I have the
Right.
I have the free reload. So Lando is gonna raise his bow. He's gonna point it at this guy right here, and he's gonna take a swift attack.
Alright, so you're going to be shooting into a melee, so it's going to be minus 20, but
But I can still aim.
oh, you can't aim on it. It's a full action to do a swift. You would be able to aim.
Oh, a swift attack is a full action?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So it'd be a minus 20 if you're shooting at that guy. But you can shoot him twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at that guy.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh,
What's with
go
the
ahead and
arrows
resolve
through
them
the
both.
knees?
Okay. It's that kind of setting, boy. Oh,
And then I'll attack him again. I totally Legolas out of my an arrow out of my quiver.
oh, close.
More like Lego less. Oh.
So so your first arrow finds its mark. It nails this guy right through the kneecap. You see him stagger, but that stagger throws off the second arrow, flies just wide of his shoulder. Marguerite.
Aim attack on dashing. No, yeah, dashing Danoir.
Do it.
Come on.
Oh, it's brutal. Oh, let's see. Even Marguerite, odd priest.
Probably better. That's me.
Guess who's back for more?
I'm basically the tank at this point.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Jesus Christ, what a whiff fest this has been. Wilfred.
Well, I'm gonna try and. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going after this leader dude.
No, you mean the guy above you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dash and Danoir.
It's a hit.
Oh, you aimed. Did you?
No, I didn't aim. I'm staying in that
didn't aim?
stance.
No, you. Oh, so you missed then. You rolled a 47.
Yeah, you missed. If you
Your
didn't aim-
target number is 39 because of the
I don't know why it rolled aim.
You should have aimed.
If you,
You would have hit.
well, no, I mean, to be fair, surrounded by 3 guys.
Yeah, you didn't want that parry.
I want that parry.
I'm
So
very-
you're gonna, so you missed that, but
Yeah.
you're gonna parry. Okay. Tybalt again.
Parried stance attack.
All right, on the bandit.
Yep.
Do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It might be too late now, but I get +1 to my damage
Up. For in there.
for Mighty Shot.
And he gets the ganged up bonus.
Does he?
Yeah. Because me and him. No?
But who's this guy?
Oh, damn it.
This is looking tough. Bandits.
Battle of the Whifflebats.
This guy's gonna move in and start beating up on Tybalt. Not gonna get a bonus of any kind. Didn't need it.
He can parry that.
Do it.
Actually, he has a shield. Does that do anything?
Tybalt has a shield.
Yeah, he's a sword and shield.
I can parry as a free. You got 2 parries. Then because he can parry as a free action with his shield.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
So Tybalt expertly parries this sort of clumsy strike from this bandit. Let's see. And this guy's gonna go ahead and he's gonna keep moving around as he sees this archer in the back. So he's lining up with you. Oh, I didn't do the other bandits on Chris. All right, Chris, you're gonna take some heat here. These 2 bandits have it in for you. Aimed attacks withish around the two bandits on the side. There, one guy's unmarked, so that's a miss. I love that. I love it. Go ahead, Lando.
All right, Lando sees this guy coming around the corner, and he's going to start kiting him. He's going to make a move, which is a half action. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to fire at him.
Do it. No penalties.
Oh,
Make sure you're keeping track of your ammo too. I think
yeah, that was number 3.
You shoot, and when you're trying to move and shoot, the arrow flies wide of him. Sort of like shifts a little bit, but keeps moving towards you. Marguerite!
Aimed attack on Mr. Danwar.
Do it. Believe in you. Uh-oh.
Dang, he keeps getting hit.
He didn't have parry. He aimed last time. Oh, so close. You get a nice deep gash through his arm. Your rapier goes actually through his right forearm. He recoils away. He's like, God damn it! This is like the only dude who's been hit this whole time. Almost.
Yeah, the only person we can hit.
Yeah.
That guy.
He's hard to hit. He's furious now. Oh, I should have been using his free parry. Fuck. I remember it now. He's gonna... Not that it matters. He's gonna all-out attack Marguerite for stabbing him. Oh, shit. Hope that parry works. That could be bad. There it is.
Boom!
Did
I am the
My
tank.
Goodness.
Main gauge gets an automatic plus 10.
So you makes your target number 67?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is your weapon skill?
It
Been
is
working on it.
32, and then I have the 15 in total with the talents and advancement, which makes it 47 plus 10.
So 57.
Yeah, wait, why does it say... Oh, I'm an idiot.
You add
No,
the 10.
I add the 10, I forgot. I added the 10 on top of the 10 I already gave, because I forgot to... No, it's 57.
Yeah, you still would have made it.
You still would have made it, yeah.
So you see this massive strike going in towards your head. You just catch that with your gauche. Throw that strike away.
Mm-hmm. I threw it towards Lando. I attempted.
A sword flies across this. No. Wilfred.
Well, since he's distracted with her, I'm going to try and turn one of these guys into chunky salsa. How about this guy right here?
Isn't he already injured? From Lando?
Yeah.
Good.
Which one? The bandit to your right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's pretty banged on.
I am. I'm going to aim this time simply because I want to start clearing out guys.
Go for it. Plus 10.
Oh!
Oh.
He didn't have a parry. What's your damage?
Hit on the head with a great maul.
17.
11.
All right. Well, no. You only go by
Okay.
the impact is just a reroll. It's not an addition. Yeah. But that said, describe how you end this man's life.
You know, he's been relatively kind of ignoring these other two mooks and, you know, focusing on their boss. When he even holds up a finger to him at a moment, kind of like, you know, wait a second. And he looks at the boss and he's like, this is how
I can show you I'm a man of Sigmar and he's on my side.
And then he takes his fucking warhammer and just smashes his head in like a fucking grape.
See, this guy's head just splattered, and it's like all over gravestones and all over the guy next to him, and like, oh God, God, protect us! You know, other guy around sees it, but you drop that motherfucker. Marguerite's blade, good old Tybalt.
Okay. Aim attack on the bandit up top.
Damn you, Tybalt.
Tybalt started so good, and then
Yeah. He's actually really good at shooting, not so much everything else.
so you see Tybalt just struggling to find a place here in this melee, and these bandits are outperforming him a bit. And now it's back to them. I don't think he can charge that. Can he charge that distance? He would make a climb test if he could get over that gravestone. He is going to try to charge you though, Lando.
Bastard.
But he's going to have to try to climb over that.
Can you charge with something intervening in the way like that?
If he succeeds in this, he can.
Okay.
He's gonna clear it.
Was that like an athletics check or something?
That would be I think that would be a straight up agility test. He could actually do it. He does. You see this bandit, he deftly sort of clears this casket here to charge you. Hey, stop running from me! He's gonna... Oh shit.
Come on.
Do you have any dodge or anything you can use here?
Yeah, I mean...
If you have dodge below, you can use it, but you weren't in the parry stance.
I don't have dodge blow.
Oh, you gotta eat this one then. Ooh.
God. Dang.
Man. Wow. Alright, so you're gonna take 8 wounds from that. And so this bandit clears this and you probably didn't think he was gonna clear this cask, but he just sort of deftly clears it and just swings towards your face, and it gets a nice and deep cut that's across your cheeks and the bridge of your nose.
Oh.
Goodness gracious. Oh, bandit on Tybalt. Gonna be this guy. It's gonna be an aim. Oh, everybody's getting headshots.
Christ.
Get that parry.
Dot blow. Oh yeah, parry with the shield.
You can parry. Try it.
What does defensive give him? Just like the automatic.
I think it gives you the free parry.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a shit roll.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Tybalt brings his shield up to block it, and he doesn't block it completely, but he does like dole the blow a bit. So it's like the guy tapped him on the head with the sword more than cut him. Knocks it away. Second bandit is between you and Tybalt. You're going to be evens. Tybalt's going to be odds. It's going after Tybalt. Getting desperate. This is the guy with the great sword. No, the great weapon. What am I doing? He's gonna all-out attack. Fuck. And the bandit on Wilfried. Aim. Left leg. And Wilfried, did you aim last time?
Yeah, I can't parry it.
Alright, so you're gonna eat this. Eat that D. Oh, fuck!
Jesus Christ. What is going on?
You're gonna take 10. That puts you right at 0. You're about to be in criticals. That's in the leg, no leg armor. So this guy just cuts clean across your left thigh. And you feel blood. You felt like blood gush out, and then it starts to slow, like pretty decent pace of it just pouring out. Holy shit, Lando!
I draw my longsword.
All right, that would be the turn.
Drawing is the turn? I thought drawing's a half
You have a bow in your hand,
action, isn't it?
so you're dropping the bow, right?
Yeah, dropping the bow.
Oh yeah, that's two.
If you're dropping, let me see if dropping something is.
I don't think dropping is a weapon is any action.
I think it's a free. I'll make sure.
Yeah.
I don't see it listed as a half or full, so I would assume so. So yeah, you can go ahead. You can make a standard attack with the longsword if you'd like. Because readying is a half.
Yeah. Freaking A. So he's kind of got his bell rung. He's standing there holding the side of his head.
Ooh.
Aim, attack, dashing downward.
Swing and a miss for Lando, and then Marguerite. Go ahead. You can't parry. Do it.
Get rid of him. Just get rid of him.
Come on.
Critical roll of -4.
Is that D100?
I believe it is. Let me go ahead and find the criticals. So that's going to be, yep, critical roll of +4. Roll me a D100. Arm is now a dangling mass of bloody meat. Anything held in his hand is dropped, excepting his shield. Blood loss is such that the character has a 20% chance of dying each round.
Oof.
Use the sudden death rules for any further critical hits on this opponent.
So he has to roll a 1D100, and if he gets 20 or lower, he dies?
Yep. If he gets 20% chance, yeah. Oh no, it'd be if he gets 80 or higher. If we're going.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we'll do that now. Nope, he's good for the moment. You just basically just ruined this guy's arm, and he had his shield on it that he curiously wasn't using very much because I'm a bad GM. First free parries, but his arm is torn. Just like I don't know how you manage this with a rapier of all things, but you tear his arm up with it.
How's that for a toothpick?
And we're not gonna roll to see who he goes after. It's very clear who he's gonna go after now. After that,
Definitely Chris.
it's gonna be an all-out read.
Marguerite is invincible.
Well,
And still have a space to add 5 to her weapon skill.
right.
So I'm going to
Go
switch
for it.
into parrying stance because, obvious
You
reasons.
could always go guarded if you want.
What's guarded do? Can I attack and guarded?
So you can attack, but everybody gets a -20 against you. I mean, you're really in danger right now, so I'm just suggesting.
Yeah, but if I don't hurt somebody soon, we're going to be even worse off.
Finish off Dan.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
That's my kill.
Um,
Fine, whatever.
I'm not trying to kill still, but we're
This ain't Call of Duty, boy. Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
That left leg has been hammered.
Describe how Dashin Danwar dies.
he's like, oh god, my arm, my arm, my arm, and then Wilfred, who's just kind of like, he's got like this red haze, he can't see anything, but he can hear him, so he just swings at what he's hearing screaming, and makes some sort of crunching noise as he goes silent.
Ooh. To anybody who's near Danwar and sees this, you just see the leg it's not only snapped, we're talking like bone jutting out, this like splinter, and you see pieces of bone fragment flying around, and Danwar just like falls to the ground in shock and just convulses for a bit before he just stops moving. Jeez.
Now they should roll fear. Kill their leader.
They still outnumber you. No, they don't actually.
There's
It's a
5
bit
of us.
even.
Because Sigmar's here too.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't forget Vermidia. There's 6.
Go for Tybalt now. And then go ahead and decide what Tybalt's gonna do.
How's the bandit's turn? No?
No, I accidentally advanced forward when it was on.
Oh, okay. So he's going to attack the guy on his side. Aim attack.
That's pretty good
Ooh.
aim. Roll damage. They've been aiming the whole time. Ooh. Tybalt gets a nice clean swipe across the man's chin and neck. Just backing away. We're gonna go from left to right on the bandits now. The guy who Tybalt just stabbed, going in on Tybalt. Nope. One above Tybalt. It's gonna be evens for you, odds for Tybalt. Gonna be Tybalt again. Body. Parry.
God dang devil.
Been nailing the fucking parry.
Me and Tybalt are carrying this team.
And then this bandit on Wilfried, he's got one person to go after, so he's gonna.
Better watch out, Wilfried.
Well, if I go, I go.
Did you parry? Parry
Yeah,
stance?
Yeah, I'm in parry stance.
Nope. Missed. And now on Lando.
Ugh.
Disengage, man.
He's just gonna chase me again.
Missed. Lando, you're up.
Then do a parry stance or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm just do a basic attack and then use my half action to go into a parry stance.
Alright, go ahead.
So, in all my weakness and my despair, my pain and my injury, I can't seem to connect.
Marguerite.
Aim attack on the bandit. And I get a... No, I don't get a game. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
These dice are
Christ.
loaded! Headshots. Oh, goodness gracious.
Marguerite may have been a merchant, but she's a fucking badass merchant.
You sort of catch this guy in one cheek and out the other for a moment. He jerks his head away before you can really follow through on it, but you get him pretty good through both his cheeks. Wilfred.
I'm tempted to go into full total defensive stance now that the numbers are at least even.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because you know, I don't see myself hitting this time around.
So, guarded stance?
Yeah.
Yeah, defensive stance, so this character strikes no blows and focuses on defense. All melee attacks against the character suffer a minus 20 weapon skill penalty.
Can I parry? Or is that only in parrying stance?
No, you don't parry.
No. Nope. I guess it's implied that you're trying to parry to avoid the attack to begin with.
Okay.
But it doesn't say that you get a parry while you're in defensive. Weird enough, I guess. But Tybalt.
Which is more damage? Which looks more wounded? The bandit on the top or the side?
They both look about the same. I mean, they've both been stabbed in the head.
I'll go on the bandit on top so Marguerite can help Lando, hopefully.
Okay.
Aim attack. Dang.
Tybalt running hot and cold. Bandits on Tybalt. They're getting desperate. One
Better than Rudiger.
go. Yeah, fair no shit. Tybalt's gonna go, and a Tybalt. The bandit near Tybalt to his left is gonna go all out and suck. The one above him, same thing.
Oh yeah, suck attacking him, but then hit me for a massive strike in my head.
He sees.
See, if you join me and work under me,
Shut up, Marguerite.
you have good luck.
Oh wow, Chris, you're so unlucky. Holy fuck. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
that sounds
so we can attack because you got that good armor.
Jesus.
Oh no.
God.
I'm down.
You can fate point this.
You
What
should pay point it, man.
does it
I
exactly
mean, you would
do?
go unconscious, but you wouldn't eat that critical of a 9. Huh?
Yeah,
What's that?
I'll fate point it.
Alright, so in order to not take that critical hit of plus 9, you would have to burn a fate point. So go ahead and decrease your total fate points by 1. That's rough. Jesus Christ.
That's fortune, right? My
Well,
fortune
he is a
goes down to
priest.
2.
Yep, your permanent fortune would go down to 2. You'd lose that fate point forever. But you wouldn't eat any of this. Let me make sure I'm doing that correctly, because I know fortune and fate points are kind of weird in this system. So make sure you're actually losing that for good. Oh no, you don't burn in this.
So I just spend it.
Is
You
it
just
based
use the
on
fate
perception?
point. Yep, you just spend it. And so I'll go ahead and let's see, where did you get? You get hit in the body. So you see this very, very clean looking strike coming in despite your best efforts, and it seems to you feel the blade go through you, through just front to back, and you feel the blade come out, and you drop and fall. But as you're laying on the ground, you're thinking this is the end, where you've been stabbed. As you're laying on the ground and bleeding, you just hear a voice in your head consistently telling you your time is not now. It's not your time now. It's over and over again.
It's Marguerite.
God damn it.
And it's just like this constant reassuring voice, and you can feel it's strange. You feel like the wound is going. You're stricken. You can't move, but you feel the wound starting to close itself. But you, unfortunately, will be out of this combat now with that. And then Lando, moment of truth.
Well, he took out 2 guys, so.
No, he did good. That was super unlucky.
Yeah.
8 on the attack roll was brutal as fuck.
So, Lando seeing his friend drop, he's gonna go into parry stance but attack.
Is he really your friend?
You just met a man.
Seeing the person who was fighting on his side.
Oh God. We're gonna be here till 2 in the morning.
Attack.
I love this game. It's amazing.
Damn it. See, that's why Lando can't get into melee. He can't get into melee.
Is there like some kind of taunt skill in this game?
I think it might be. I think Rev would be. I think Rudiger would be the best one at it.
Really?
Probably. Let's take a look. I know you can use Intimidate in combat. I'm pretty sure.
So you roll Intimidate to bring guys to you?
Let me look. Let me take a look.
Yeah, I only have an Intimidate of 22.
It doesn't say anything. You think it would say something about uses other than just.
Maybe there's like a talent.
I mean, it says it doesn't say you can't use it. So I mean, you could attempt to intimidate. I would think that doing it in combat would go one of 2 ways depending on your intent. So I mean, if you want to try to intimidate, you can. It's based off. I mean, you have that. If you have the skill, you can go ahead. So
Okay.
just tell me what you're trying to do with it, essentially.
Wait, right now?
Oh no, if you're
No,
gonna
my
use
turn. Yeah.
it, go ahead. Whatever you're doing with him, then.
Oh, it's Tybalt's turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so aim attack on the guy on the side.
It's another fucking headshot. He all outed, so go ahead. Right on the money. How does this man die?
The man starts yelling like insults and filth, and Tybalt while the man is yelling, Tybalt just slams his sword through his mouth and out the back of his neck.
Ooh. Naughty. Bandits. The one still on Tybalt sees his friend die, and he's just going all out now.
He's got 2v1 right now, so doesn't he have a negative to his stats?
He didn't all. Oh shit! You know what? No, I don't think it applies that way. Let me see. I'll make sure.
Well, that's why I took the guy on the side instead of the guy on the front, so we get the ganged up.
Yeah, I know that it applies for attacks. I want to see and make sure to see if it applies for this.
I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
We'll see. Maybe you might be right though. Test difficulty. No, it doesn't say anything about penalties when you're
Okay.
attacking a group. The penalty is that you're easier to hit for them, I think. Yeah, he all out attacks, so you can attempt to parry.
Okay.
He just saw Tybalt kill his friend. He's a bit upset. Doesn't matter.
Boom.
Parries have been disgusting.
Parries are amazing.
So this bandit, seeing that he's struck down Wilfried, is going to go after Marguerite now.
Come at me, bitch. Boom.
And the bandit on Lando. Gonna do an aim. No. Lando.
Come on, Lando, you can do this.
He's gonna do parry stance attack.
If you miss this and get knocked out, I'm going to steal so much shit. All the good stuff will be mine. I guess that was a good enough motivation.
Go ahead. Oh. Nice.
No, that's my shit.
That's my shit. You're not gonna take it from me.
So you get this guy, you actually get, like, he's able to step back a little bit before you get it right into the eye, but you get, like, the top of the brow down and cleave off a nice part of his nose. Everybody's fucking each other's head. Marguerite.
Aim attack on the guy on top.
There's two on top.
Two on top.
The one above Tybalt.
Right.
Obviously.
Well, it wasn't so obvious if I had to ask you.
Shazvula.
Man, Marguerite sucks.
Seriously, she's like the best character, like, objectively right now.
Wilfried down, unfortunately. Marguerite's a bold
Now-
Tybalt.
Yeah, so I'm going to take an aim attack as well.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Tybalt sucks.
Me and Tybalt haven't taken a single scratch, so...
I keep fucking up and rolling that guy's sword.
No,
Great
yeah,
weapon
you're right. The
attack.
Priest of Sigmar tanked it all.
Great weapon attack on.
Actually, this whole time, Marguerite's only taken 2 damage. The whole game so far.
The whole setting.
No, so far I think she's only taken 2 damage.
No, you almost died.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Ambush.
Aimed attack on you, Marguerite. Oh man.
Wiffle ball.
Aimed attack on Lando. Bandits are good.
Remember, Lando, the shit is mine.
I don't know if it's gonna work twice.
Is it me?
Yes, sir.
Same thing.
Do it,
Ah.
Marguerite.
Aim attack the guy on top of Tybalt.
Fucking another one?
You gotta be kidding me.
Jesus Christ, it's like a movie. Go ahead. Whoa!
What?
Oh,
What?
yes!
Holy shit!
What?
With a rapier?
Yes.
Go ahead. How do you do it?
She takes her rapier and swings with her full might and cleaves the guy's head clean off.
Fucking.
With a rapier? You don't
That's not how that
cleave
works.
heads off with a rapier.
She has the might of Myrmidia with her.
She just fucking did. Unbelievable.
You don't know what's in Marguerite, man. Maybe it's the corruption she suffered from the mutant.
Damon.
Maybe it's her god. She did get corrupted by that demon. Who knows?
Totally. Wilfried's down, fortunately.
So
Tybalt is now free.
and attack. Plus 10 for ganging up.
Oh shit. Go ahead. Whoa!
Oh!
Go ahead!
Tybalt brings his sword up and is like, "Rah!" and slices the guy in half from head to ass.
Ah,
26 damage!
oh my god.
That is unbelievable.
Lando sees this and pisses himself.
The bandit who, he hears these two really loud screams, and he's just sort of backing away. He sees Lando sort of being defensive. He looks around and sees oh, Sigmar's teats, it ain't worth it! And he's just trying to sprint away, so you're going to get an attack of opportunity, Lando.
Bastard.
I still can't play.
And he is running his full speed to get out of here.
So do I wake up at the end of combat,
dang,
or
he's
am I
gone.
still...
Oh, he dipped. He saw that happen, and he's like, no, that's okay. So you're down for a moment, and then you no longer feel the blood pooling out of your wounds. You still feel very wobbly, and you don't feel right. You feel terrible pain, and they're still there, but they're not. The bleeding is not as intense as it should be.
My eyes kind of snap open, and I'm like,
Did I hear somebody invoke Sigmar's name in vain?
No, it was Myrmidia, you oafish fool. But seriously, I have no idea what happened. I heard a voice, and then pleasure raged through my body, and I felt strength like I never have before.
Lando comes hobbling over there, holding his head wound.
Did you feel the same, Tybalt?
so
I just felt my sword go through that fool.
So you didn't hear the voice?
sorry.
I heard him scream.
It was like the voice of a woman. She was very sensuous.
Can I roll heal on myself, or is that not possible?
Let me see if you. I mean, I'm assuming you can. I don't see why not. Sure. A successful. So you were heavily wounded, though. This is going to heal just one wound if you succeed, but you can continue healing yourself in successive days for the same amount until you're lightly wounded.
I know I'm going to try next if I get it once it comes back to me.
What's that?
Try and use Blessing and Heal. I can only do it out of combat.
Well, you're out of combat.
You're out of combat. Go ahead.
So you try to staunch it just regularly, and like, well, I'll try my divinity. So go ahead.
Oh dear, baby Jeebus, help me now. Help me now.
Take the wheel.
Take the wheel.
It's the Jesus take the wheel moment. Go on. Let Jesus take the wheel, Chris. Casting number, Huh. Oh, they must be D10s. Fair enough.
I succeed.
With one wound.
Well done.
Well, one wound is all, and I need to, not immediately pass out from blood loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
So you describe how you fix yourself.
While he's blaspheming about divine intervention, he just kind of holds up his twin-tailed comet necklace and mumbles something, and you just see this kind of light glow about his body, and then he's like,
Oh, I feels a little better.
Well, let's gather this stuff up and get out of here. We don't need to be taken back to jail for...
Is there anything interesting from these guys or the dead corpses they looted?
I mean, there's a bunch of rusty and tattered weapons all over, but Danwar there's actually, let me go ahead and bring it up. There are some very finely made weapons that are certainly above his.
Ooh.
I heard that there was another
He has
great
a
weapon here.
best craftsmanship sword.
Sorry.
Yeah, there is. It is a. I'll go ahead and roll and tell you. What kind of great weapon it is.
Tybalt deserves that sword after that attack.
Tybalt doesn't get anything. Tybalt's a damn stinking NPC.
Are you kidding me, man? He cut a guy in half.
I just want
you
to.
just shat yourself.
I just don't want another shitty Warhammer.
Oh. Well, you can take a shitty great. You can take a common greatsword if that's your thing.
Nah, that doesn't really fit his particular style.
What else was there? Is that all the good stuff, or?
It's just a bunch of poor quality stuff. These guys weren't very well equipped. Other than the great sword guy who didn't do a damn thing, unfortunately.
How about this, Lando? You take the great sword, and Tybalt takes the regular sword, so everyone knows how great you are.
The in-character wheeling and dealing. I'm having a hard time keeping these alligators down, Marguerite.
Listen, we'll gather up what we can. We'll make an inventory list of it all, and then we can go through it.
Do I see? Remember where? Do we see the corpse that talked to us the last time we were here? Like the.
Yeah, that's where Dan Moore was.
Do we see that corpse? That skeleton?
Dan Moore has that stuff on him. He was looting it already.
Okay.
Yeah, he was looting it already. He has that stuff.
So
Yeah, he took the weapon and stuff.
we-
The armor is just cracked up.
do you still want to go to that noble who fucked us over?
At some point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. We don't have to do that tonight.
No, I think we're call it here soon.
Yeah, I figured this would be pretty much be the end of it right now.
So then what's the XP? Because we didn't get it for last session.
I know. Why didn't we get it for last session?
You did. I thought I gave you
Nope.
300.
No, you said you were going to wait for next session because there was a trial and we couldn't do any combat.
Huh. Well, for sticking through that, I know that was a whole. We can go ahead and end the recordings here, also, Chris, whenever you wanna. And yours would be